Hi. Welcome to the CSS1 program. I am super excited to have you here. Today, our topic is applying quality standards. In this topic, we will discuss the following: assess quality of received materials, assess own work, and engage in quality improvement. Here are the factors to consider when choosing the right material for components and assemblies. Number 1 is the selection of material. Material selection is one of the most common tasks for design engineering. The ability to assess the material's impact on the performance of a product is crucial for reliable performance. Sometimes, buyers are also considering the label or name of the company which are producing great quality of materials and are known in the market. Examples are the name HP for printer and Intel for some computer hardware. Number 2 is testing of material. The testing of material properties is widely understood to be the key to obtaining data for a project, performing failure analysis, or understanding material interactions. Material testing also provides information on the quality of incoming and outgoing products. Inspection test equipment techniques are demonstrated for a wide range of materials and assemblies during the class. This provides the participants with both knowledge of the common failure modes. Number 3 is cost of material. The cost of material is also considered when buying or selecting materials for a specific project. The amount may vary but never taken for granted the quality and the reliability of the material. Will you buy material which is less expensive but worst quality? Will you buy material which you cannot afford? People look for places which can meet their standards and right cost for materials to buy. We also have here the things to consider when. Number 1, receiving materials. Match the packing slip to the items received and ensures that the materials are destined on tour department. You should make sure that you are receiving the materials indicated on the purchase order with regard to quantity and discount. You should also ensure that the materials are in acceptable condition. That terms regarding installation and/or setup of equipment are met. When receiving reports, the person receiving the goods must document, using the administrative software, that all the goods were received for each requisition before any payment can be made to the vendor. Whenever goods are received, any exceptions must be noted so that partial payments can be processed or defective goods can be returned. Now, here's the things to consider when returning merchandise. When merchandise is received which is incomplete or defective, the supervisor will return the materials to the supplier or to the store where it was bought and make arrangements with the vendor for replacement. When you are making an inventory report of the materials, all materials received must be listed and be reported to monitor how many materials are already on hand, purchased or damaged. Here's for the log report of quality checker. Here, you should record the date received, OR number, item name, quantity, signature, and the quality checker's name. Now, here's the example of the assessment of materials received of a quality checker. You need to input your name if you are the quality checker. The date you received the items. Item name, total number in good condition, next is the total number of errors or defective, and lastly, your comments. Workplace procedure is a set of written instructions that identifies the health and safety issues that may arise from the jobs and tasks that make up a system of work. A safe working procedure should be written when designing a new job or task, when changing a job or task, when introducing new equipment, and reviewing a procedure when problems have been identified, example from an accident or incident investigation. Here are the types of work-related errors. Second is the quality of work. Quality of work is the failure to meet quality standards. Under quality of work are inaccuracies, errors, failure to meet expectations for product quality, cost, or service. Customer/client dissatisfaction, spoilage, and waste of materials, and inappropriate or poor work methods. Here are the work behavior which result in performance problems. Letter A is inappropriate behavior. Under this are the following. Inappropriate interpersonal relations. Inappropriate physical behavior. When you say standards, these are the set of rules that outline specification of dimensions, design of operation, materials, and performance, or quality of materials, products, or systems. These standards should cover the performance expectations of the product for particular applications. The intent of standards is to provide at least minimum quality, safety, or performance specifications so as to ensure relatively uniform products and performance, and to remove ambiguity as to the suitability of certain commercial products for particular applications. Following standards may reduce the risk of error in working. And here are for production process. Here are for the final product. And for customer service. The quality of a product or service refers to the perception of the degree to which the product or service meets the customer's expectations. Quality has no specific meaning unless related to a specific function and/or object. Quality is perceptual, conditional, and somewhat subjective attribute. Quality supports dependability, dependability supports speed, speed supports flexibility, and flexibility supports cost. In the manufacturing industry, it is commonly stated that quality drives productivity. We have here an example of quality improvement process. The PDCA. P is for plan, where defining of problem or opportunity happens. D is for do, it is implementing corrective actions. C is check, to analyze information, and A is act, where documentation of the process and revised plan happens. Professionals use tools to ease the quality improvement process. Here are some simple tools. Number 1 is flowchart. It describes the process in as much detail as possible by graphically displaying the steps in proper sequence. Second one is the check sheets. It helps organize the data by category. The check sheet example shows a list of molded part defects on a production line covering a week's time. One can easily see where to set priorities based on results shown on this CHDCK sheet. Assuming the production flow is the same on each day, the part with the largest number of defects carries the highest priority for correction. Third is the Pareto diagram. It is named after an Italian economist, Vilfredo Pareto. This diagram puts data in a hierarchical order, which allows the most significant problems to be corrected first. It is the most often used in management presentations. Fourth is the cause and effect diagram. It is sometimes called Ishikawa diagram after its inventor. It is also known as the fishbone diagram, as you can see, because of its shape. It describes a relationship between variables. It displays all contributing factors and their relationships to the outcome to identify areas where data should be collected and analyzed. Next is histogram. It plots data in a frequency distribution. After the raw data is collected, they are grouped in value and frequency and plotted in a graphical form. Next, scatter diagrams. It shows how two variables are related and is thus used to test for cause and effect relationship. In a scatter diagram, x-axis represents the measurement values of one variable, and the vertical y-axis represents the measurement of the second variable. And lastly, the control charts. It displays statistically determined upper and lower limits drawn on either side of a process average.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day and see you soon.